వెల్కమ్ టు హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్. ఏపీ మరియు తెలంగాణలో బెస్ట్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్గా ప్రజెంట్ హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అవుతుంది. అలానే మంచి మొబైల్ యాప్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్కి హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్, దీంట్లో ఫ్రీగా అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, చూసుకోండి.
Welcome to Harshit Institute. Let us start today's current affairs. Today date is 11/7/2020. Now, first of all, we have discussed about the most important events regarding our current affairs, regarding our competitive examinations. The first one is gangster Vikas Dubey killed in an encounter while being taken from Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh to Kanpur by Uttar Pradesh Special Task Force. We know very well, yesterday only it was happened. In the yesterday class also, we have discussed about this matter, about the Vikas Dubey. He was encountered by the task force police. And the second one is US Aerospace Company Boeing completes delivery of 37 military helicopters to IAF, 22 Apache and 15 Chinook. These two are very, very important helicopters to our Indian Army. The 22 are Apache helicopters and 15 are Chinook helicopters, already delivered by the Boeing US Aerospace Company. And another one is PM Modi inaugurates 750 megawatts ultra mega solar power project at Rewa in Madhya Pradesh. This is Asia's largest power plant, solar power project, Asia's largest power project. That is, the capacity is 750 megawatts. 750 megawatts. And another important issue, MSDE. MSDE means Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Launches all-based SEM, ASEEM, ASEEM, ASEEM. What is meant by ASEEM? I will explain. Next, ASEEM means Atmanirbhar Skilled Employee Mapping. Employee Mapping. This is the ASEEM. A means Atmanirbhar, S means skilled, I means, sorry, E means employee, and another E means employer, M means mapping. ASEEM. Okay. Digital platform bridge demand supply gap of the skilled workforce across the sectors. Next, another important issue is COVID-19. Regarding to the COVID-19, WHO set up independent panel for the pandemic pre-paradise and response of the co-headed by the New Zealand ex-PM Helen Clark and Libya ex-president of Helen Jones. That is also one important issue. Another one is the Italian composer Inno Marconi passes away at 91. One Academy Award of the Heartful Eight. The Heartful Eight. For this Heartful Eight, he got the Academy Award and honorary Oscar Award in 2007. He was recently passed. Next, another important issue, Mohammad Mustaq Ahmad resigns as a hockey Indian president. Hockey Indian president, he was recently resigned. Okay. Next, another important issues. 10th July, yesterday is important. What is the 10th July importance? What is the 10th July importance? The 10th July is the National Fish Farmers Day. National Fish Farmers Day. The government of India back in 2001 declared 10th July to be celebrated every year as a National Fish Farmers Day. The initiative of celebrating the day was first taken by Mumbai Central Institute of Fisheries Education. As per the data by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, that is called Globefish. In December 2019, India is the second largest aquaculture producer in the world. That is the most very, very important bit. 2019, according to in December 2019, India is the second largest aquaculture producer in the world. Second. Also, India is the third largest fish producing. Aqua is different. In aqua, everything is there. But in the fish, especially fish producing country is the third position. India is in the third position. Next one. Why 10th July was chosen as a National Fish Farmers Day? In Odisha, Angul district, on 10th July 2020, the first success in induced breeding of fish by That is one kind of fish is there, that catla, rohu and mrigal, some kind of fishes are there. They were manipulated, that is manipulated this kind of fishes, and they are that they are that fishes producing is too much. Because of that one only they are decided 10th July was chosen as a National Fish Farmers Day. Hence the induced breeding technology in fisheries was momentous breakout in the entire fish culture sector of India. The remembrance of the contribution of the H.L. Chaudhary and the K.H. Alunki is two persons. 10th July is marked as a National Fish Farmers Day in India. Next, another important thing is Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana. What is the importance of Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana? With an investment of 20,050 crores, 20,050 crore, the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana was launched in May 2020. That is very, very important. Once again, with an investment of 20,050 crore rupees, the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana was launched in May 2020. Through the scheme, responsible and sustainable development of the fisheries sector will be aimed, which will further help in creating an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Under the scheme, 55 lakh jobs are expected to be created over the next 5 years, as the target has been set up for an additional 7 million tons of fish production per year. Okay, that is an important issue. Okay, the main important issue is in this, that 10th July is the National Fish Farmers Day. That is very, very important. Next one is 11th July. What is the importance of 11th July? It is the World Population Day. World Population Day. Inspired by the day of 5 billion, the day of 5 billion, the World Population Day was established in 1989 as an initiative taken by the Governing Council of the United Nations Development Programme UNDP and was observed first on 11th July 1989. And estimated in March 2020, the global population is estimated to have crossed 7.8 billion. That is very, very important. As an estimated in March 2020, this year, the global population is estimated to have crossed 7.8 billion. As per records, it took the human population more than 200 millennia to reach 1 billion population. Since then, it took a couple of centuries for the world human population to cross the mark 7 billion. As per projects, the human population in the world will reach about 10 billion in the next 3 decades. Next, another important issue. 6,195.08 crore released for 14 states as post-devolution revenue deficit grant in July 2020. The Department of Expenditure, this is under Union Finance Ministry, has released a notice on 8th July 2020, as per which rupees 6,195.08 crore has been released to 14 states in the country. The amount released is as per the recommendations of the 15th Finance Commission. To 14 states in the country, the amount released is as per the recommendation of the 15th Finance Commission. A total of 14 states in the country are eligible for the grants. However, in the Union Finance Budget for financial year 2020 and 21, the post-devolution revenue deficit grant for the entire financial year 2020 and 21 allocated by the Finance Ministry was 30,000 crores. That means the 14 eligible states will be transferred a total amount of 30,000 crores instead of the recommended by the 74,340 crore by the 15th Finance Commission. Next, in this, Andhra Pradesh, according to Andhra Pradesh, rupees 491 crore transferred to the Andhra Pradesh government recently. Next, another important issue. China's Kazo 11, it was a rocket failed, third rocket launch failure in the year of China. After the 3 years of delay, on 10th July 2020, solid fuel carrier rocket of the China Kuzhou 11 suffered a failure during its maiden flight. Kujo 11 was originally planned to be launched in the first half of 2018. It was delayed due to the explosion during the engine testing back in 2020. The rocket was launched from the Zhuhai Satellite Launch Center in China. Next one. All-based ASCED digital platform launched to bridge the demand-supply gap between the skilled force workers. The bridge to demand supply gap in the market across all the sectors in the country for the skilled workforce on 10th July 2020, an artificial intelligence, that is called AI, based digital portal was launched that will address the same by improving the information flow. The name of the digital portal is Atmanirbhar Skilled Employer Mapping. The portal is launched by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. The portal can be accessed at nstcindia.org. ASCEM is also available as a mobile application by collaborating with the Bengaluru-based company Better Place. The portal is developed and managed by the National Skill Development Corporation. Next, another important issue. Boeing completes delivery of 37 military helicopters to India. Very, very important. Boeing completes delivery of 37 military helicopters to India. The United States-based multinational aerospace company Boeing had completed the delivery of all 37 military helicopters in the month of June 2020 that were ordered by the Defense Ministry for the Indian Air Force in 2015. This was informed by Boeing through a news release statement on their website on 10th July 2020. Out of the 37 military helicopters, 22 were AH-64E Apache helicopters and 15 were CH-47F1 Chinook heavy lifted helicopters. The last 5 of the 22 Apache helicopters were delivered in June 2020 to the Indian Air Force at the Air Force Station in Hindon, while the delivery of the Chinook helicopters was completed in the month of March 2020. Next, another important issue is the Prime Minister. He inaugurated 750 megawatt Asia's largest solar power plant in Rewa. Through video conference, our Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, has inaugurated the 750 megawatt Rewa Ultra Mega Solar Plant on 10th July 2020. To date, the 750 megawatt Rewa Ultra Mega Solar Power Project is the largest single site solar power project in India and also in Asia. The Rewa Ultra Mega Solar Power Project is located in Gaur Tahsil in Madhya Pradesh. It was located in Madhya Pradesh in Rewa district. It is spread over 1,590 acres of land. For the successful implementation of the power project, a joint venture company between the Solar Energy Corporation of India and Madhya Pradesh Ujjwal Vikas Nigam Limited was set up. The name of the joint venture company is Rewa Ultra Mega Solar Limited. That is a very, very important, Rewa Ultra Mega Solar Limited, RUMSL. This RUMSL was recently inaugurated by our Prime Minister. Next, the entire cost of the solar power project is worth around 4,000 crores. Next, International Finance Corporation, IFC, is the transaction advisor for the solar power project. On 31st January 2018, the World Bank Group has approved a loan of US $30 million for the international infrastructure of this project. So, these are the important issues regarding our current affairs part. Thank you very much.